Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We have some XRP news today, XRP articles. We have some Bitcoin news today. We have some XLM news today. Actually, we have two XLM articles today, which is very rare. So we're going to begin right here. Also, at the end of the video, we'll talk about the US debt, which is skyrocketing. Now, that's something people should be upset about. That's something people should be discussing, but we'll get to that at the end. Let's begin here because one of the lawyers, Bill Morgan, is extremely bullish on XRP, believes XRP is going to have a surge this year. We shall see. Let's begin here. It says, amid the volatile landscape of cryptocurrency, XRP has once again taken center stage as pro-XRP lawyer Bill Morgan predicts a surge in its value to all-time highs in 2024. Meanwhile, and I'm going to assume he's going to explain why he feels that way, right? We'll see throughout the article. Meanwhile, as the Bitcoin price has recently touched its all-time high, breaching $70,000, yet that was a nice indicator of where things are heading, in my humble opinion. It says Morgan's optimistic forecast has captured the attention of investors. Of course, there's a lot of people who are super bullish on XRP, and there's a lot of people that are very negative on XRP. So, you know, whenever you have a prediction like this, it's going to stir things up. That's just the way that it is. It says this. Pro-XRP lawyer Bill Morgan recently hinted at a bullish trajectory for XRP price, foreseeing a potential surge to all-time highs in 2024, drawing from historical data and market trends. Morgan emphasized the robust returns XRP typically experiences in the second and fourth quarters of the year. And then they have a nice chart here, which this article can be found on CoinGape.com. It says, meanwhile, in a recent X post, Morgan highlighted several key factors driving XRP's potential growth. He stated that while the SEC's decision not to appeal the ruling declaring XRP not a security was significant, the market still awaits resolution of the ongoing Ripple versus SEC lawsuit, which we know, and we're waiting on that as well. Well, some of us are. Besides, Morgan outlined four crucial factors necessary for XRP's price's full potential to be realized: legal clarity on XRP status, the conclusion of the lawsuit, XRP trading on U.S. crypto exchanges, and Ripple's ability to continue using XRP for its solutions without restrictive injunctions. Notably, he noted that only two of these conditions have been met so far. However, the remaining factors are crucial for unlocking the full potential of the crypto, Bill Morgan said, underscoring ongoing uncertainty. So, yeah, I agree with some of those things there. Like, the institutional use, in my humble opinion, look, you have a ton of XRP. It's made like that for a reason, right? This whole global reserve currency idea, all the banks using it, financial institutions using it, B2B type stuff like that, B2B payments, cross-border, all that stuff. You need a lot for that. So you need it to be used for the purpose it was built for. Simple as that, in my humble opinion. That's how I look at it. That's why I'm always looking at the banks and what they're doing, and waiting for Ripple and other companies to be able to use XRP for institutions the way that it was made to be used. And then I think you'll see magic. Until that time, I don't understand why. I mean, sure, can retail do something? Sure, but we haven't seen anything magical out of retail as of yet. So my belief in retail is going to always be very low until they prove me wrong, at least when it comes to utility coins, right? I mean, we've seen a little in the past, but nothing to write home about when you're talking about big money. Of course, we are well diversified, you know, a lot of us are. So we're into a lot of things other than XRP as well, which do have the potential for, seeing huge gains. But there's a balance to everything, right? So with XRP and these projects, because they've been hampered by the government, which is really if people are upset about things moving so slow, be upset with the government, take it up with the government. They're the ones who have been holding everything back. And, you know, they've done that in quite a few industries. And I'm hoping that they don't hamper just to draw a parallel, I'm hoping they don't hamper the progress of AI, because they have their eye on that as well at this particular time. But that's just the way that it goes, right? So that's how I look at that. So, you know, we shall see. This year, things are going really, really well for Bitcoin. And like you said, I have seen that before. where there is a lag, not just in XRP, but other things, XRP, XLM, Algorand as such, a lag behind Bitcoin after Bitcoin, does what it does best, skyrocket. So now let's move on to this next article here, and it is titled Ripple CEO excited on new additions to company's executives. Ripple, the blockchain-based payment protocol, has announced new additions to its executive team as part of a strategic effort to bolster its leadership and drive forward its vision of the future of cross-border payments. Brad Garlinghouse, the company's CEO, has expressed excitement about the new additions, indicating a renewed commitment to innovation and growth. Ripple has promoted two of its most seasoned leaders to the executive team, John Bilich, the chief financial officer, and Mariel, Kelley, SVP, People and Places. In a post on X about the recent appointments, Garlinghouse highlights the duo's profound impact at Ripple, which has raised the bar for talent. He added, quote, "Very proud to now have them on our executive team." So Ripple is promoting people. They're feeling good. They're looking healthy. It says the new additions to Ripple's executive team are expected to bring a wealth of experience and expertise, further strengthening the company's position among the top leaders in the blockchain and fintech industries. With a focus on expanding Ripple's global reach and accelerating the adoption of its products and services, the new executives are poised to play a pivotal role in shaping the company's strategic direction. The announcement of the new executive appointments comes at a time of significant momentum for Ripple, as the company continues to expand its global footprint and strengthen its position in the marketplace. In February, Ripple announced partnerships with Axelar Network, we covered that, and Zonix, we also covered that, I believe in the same video, a digital asset management pioneer. Ripple and the Axelar Foundation are collaborating to provide greater interoperability for XRP Ledger across a variety of blockchain networks. Okay, so look, everything continues to go well, and the special moment that I am waiting on, right? Then, of course, I don't expect things to happen instantaneously. I expect them to happen over time and in degrees. So now, time for a little bit of XLM news. This article was titled, it's actually a blog post from bandprotocol.com, and it's titled Band Protocol, Band Protocol and Stellar Smart Contracts, Pioneering Oracle Integration on Stellar Smart Contracts, Advancing Interoperability for Non-EVM L1. It says, following Band Protocol's receipt of an award from the Stellar Community Fund in May 2023, we are thrilled to announce a development in our Stellar integration. Band Protocol has successfully deployed its Oracle service on the testnet of Soroban Stellar Smart Contracts, marking a significant step in our journey. The combination of Stellar Smart Contracts with Band Protocol Oracle solutions paves the way for the development of decentralized applications on the Stellar network, which could be huge. We'll see how it goes. We'll watch over time, but this could be a very good development, in my humble opinion. Soroban, an underlying engine behind Stellar Smart Contract. Well, we know what Soroban is, so let's skip that little piece there. Enhancing reliability and security of Stellar Smart Contracts. Supported by the Stellar Community Fund, Band Protocol's integration brings a significant enhancement to reliability and security of Stellar Smart Contracts. This integration sets a new era of blockchain application development within the Soroban ecosystem, bolstering the functionality and security of both smart contracts and decentralized applications on the Stellar network by providing developers with access to real-time price feeds, off-chain data, and other cross-chain information. Band Protocol enables the creation of innovative DeFi and alternative finance solutions on the Stellar network, marking a pivotal step towards a more interconnected and efficient blockchain ecosystem. So this looks like they're talking something big and major here. My apologies, I'm not so eloquent today, but I love when anyone makes any of the bank coins more powerful or more expansive, more advanced. So this is very, very good. So Soroban continues to show is bringing a lot to Stellar. All right, and I'm all for it. And we went over in a video a couple weeks back, which you can find that information on stellar.org as well, of all the different ways that Soroban uses XLM. So the more as time goes on, Soroban is used, theoretically, it could have a great effect on XLM. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. All right. All right. So now let's move on here to a little bit of Bitcoin news. So this article is titled Bitcoin's Historical Patterns Hint at Next Narrative. Bitcoin will break. All right, let's find out what they're talking about. Bitcoin is at the center of the financial markets after breaking its all-time high in a week to surpass the $70,000 mark in the latest rally. In this line, the focus is on where Bitcoin will land, considering that the record high has deviated from the past norms of emerging after the halving event. In looking at the next Bitcoin trajectory, crypto trading expert Trading Shot projected in a Trading View post on March the 8th that the next narrative for Bitcoin will likely target over $300,000. They're going to have to explain why. Why are you jumping to that number? And don't get me wrong. We've covered a number of articles where people are continuously talking about. It's so strange. Let me just say this. It's so strange how they're coming up with these exact numbers for XRP as well as Bitcoin. And I only see them get these average ranges of, like, for XRP right now, the people keep saying $2 to $5. I just keep seeing that. And then with Bitcoin, they keep saying 100,000 to like 300,000 or 100,000 to 500,000. Those are the numbers I see the most. But $300,000, so not 100,000, not 200,000. Listen, I'm sticking to it. I believe $80,000. It's so close to 80,000. It's so close. I may have to adjust that, but I'm thinking 80,000 to 85,000 is where I can see it going. It could hit 100,000. Yes, I believe it could hit $100,000 for sure. Anything after that is who knows? Who knows? Bitcoin is capable of anything. I'll take it all. Don't get it wrong. I would love for it to go to 300,000. I want it, but I don't know. But let's keep going. Let's see what they say. The analyst presented the cycle of narrative destruction, highlighting how historical patterns will likely influence the next Bitcoin trajectory. According to the expert, Bitcoin's journey since the beginning of 2021 bear cycle has been marked by unexpected twists. That is true, prompting speculation on the next narrative to be broken. It says the first, okay, then he goes through a bunch of narratives here, but let's go to this section here. Analyzing Bitcoin's next narrative. With 5 major narrative breaks in just 18 months, the following question is how Bitcoin will perform next, with the analyst presenting the theory of diminishing returns, TODR. TODR posits that each cycle should yield lower returns than the previous one. Examining historical data, the first cycle delivered a staggering 531,681% returns, followed by 62,325%, 11,808%, and the most recent 2,051%. If Bitcoin were to break the theory of diminishing returns, it would need to achieve a little over 2,051% during the current cycle. That suggests that we can be looking at a cycle peak above around $330,000. Of course, if that happens, it would mean that Bitcoin will also break above its historical parabolic growth channel, which can be considered another narrative destruction, unquote, he said. So you let me know. Do you believe that Bitcoin can make $330,000? Anything is possible. I'll say that. Anything is possible. He definitely has a bit of reasoning here put behind it. I'm going to stick to like 80 to 85,000, 100,000. 100,000 for me. If it goes beyond that, so be it. So be it. All right. So now let's move on here, everybody. So we have another XRP article here. And in this one here, Panos Mekras, we've heard from Mekras many times, is sharing his excitement about things that are going on the XRPL. It says, I am more excited than ever for XRP and the XRP Ledger ecosystem. And then he talks about DeFi features such as automated market makers, lending, etc. Yeah, there's a lot going on. So see, he's the type of individual who has a positive outlook, a glass is half full type of mentality. And there is a lot of good stuff developing, a lot of good stuff going on. And he's saying here, not just to settle on ETFs and such, a lot of people are looking at ETFs. I say whatever people can take that's good for them. If that's what helps them, if that's what makes them feel positive moving forward into the future, shoot, use it. That's how I look at it. But Mekris is super bullish on XRP here. Then it says he's also bullish on the EVM sidechain ecosystem with EVM and Zahao, that whole thing going on. I haven't heard anything about that in a little while. That's very interesting. I'm going to start looking up some news just to find out, like, are people still enthused? Because people were coming in the comment section, let me know they were bullish on Zahao and, about the XRP burning you got to burn XRP to get the Zahao token and such, right? Which could affect XRP in the long run as well. That supply goes down if that was significant enough and enough people were doing that, which I'm not sure if people are willing to do that, burn their XRP or burn any XRP just to get Zahao, but that could affect it as well. But I would like to know how that's going as of now. So he says, according to him, these features hold more significance than settlements or ETFs for XRP. I disagree with that. No, I don't know about settlement. Listen, I phrase it as we just want the case. I don't say I just want that case to be over so Ripple can run wild. That's what I want to see. I want to see Ripple run wild. I want to see Ripple be able to use XRP with the banks. And I've been waiting a long time to see that. So that's how I look at that. And there's nothing, in my humble opinion, that's more significant than that. We need that institutional clarity. We need that institutional use. Then you're getting tons and tons of XRP being used. Tons of XRP being used, payment channels being used, big money flowing across XRP possibly. So no, nothing is bigger than the ending of that case, in my humble opinion. You could disagree. That's just how I feel. So now let's move on here. All right. So now we have another XLM article. This is a rare time where we usually don't have a lot of people I see writing articles about XLM, but this article here is titled, Analyst Says XRP Competitor. They could have just said XLM. XRP competitor could go up by 200%. He's talking about XLM. It says, according to Merton, XLM could appreciate by around 200% against Bitcoin. It says, quote, you've got an opportunity here with XLM to have a 3x against Bitcoin. And then he goes into some numbers here. This is on the dailyhodl.com. It was right on. Just go to that financial section or wherever they have this and you'll see it. I got this from a Google search. OK, but this is easily found. You can look at the numbers for yourself. It says turning to decentralized finance. OK, then they go into some other stuff here. So it's like they just say the littlest bit about XLM, but it's very powerful. So this person is super bullish on XLM. You let me know. You believe XLM can do a 200% against Bitcoin right now? Listen, XLM and Stellar has a lot going for it right now. It's looking very good for them. We shall see in the future what it does. But this person here is super bullish on XLM. So now let's move on here. So now we're going to close out with this article here. It's about the U.S. debt. This is definitely something I think a lot of people should keep their eyes on because it's going to have an effect on a lot of things now and far into the future. It is titled, U.S. debt surging $10 billion per day, $416 million per hour, $6.94 million per minute, $115,740 per second. This is from the U.S. Treasury Department. It says America's ever increasing pile of debt is now growing at a stunning pace, according to new numbers from the U.S. Treasury. The agency's debt to the penny, unquote, database shows the national debt is ballooning by $1 trillion every 100 days. That's a staggering $10 billion per day. Well, we went over that already. America's total outstanding debt now stands at $34.46 trillion, up from $34.39 trillion just 1 week ago. The new data comes amid a warning from a Wharton professor, Zhao Gomes. We read something from Zhao Gomes recently. We covered an article on what this individual said. It says, who tells Fortune that the spiraling debt could derail whoever wins the race for the White House. Quote, toward the latter part of the decade, we will have to deal with this. It could derail the next administration, frankly. Interest rates could just spike right there, and we could have a crisis in 2025. This is for all the people who think that the debt is not a problem. I keep saying that, hey, it's a big problem. I've read so many articles about why it's a problem, what it can affect. So it could be a crisis in 2025. It could very well happen. It could not happen as well. I'll be balanced. I'm very confident by the end of the decade, one way or another, we will be there. Late last year, Moody's reduced its U.S. credit rating outlook from stable to, quote, negative, unquote, largely due to political gridlock in Congress. Quote, in Moody's view, such political polarization is likely to continue. Okay, we don't need to read that stuff there. Let's close out with this little piece. Actually, we won't, because they get very, very political there. But yes, this is something I'm keeping my eye on greatly, 100%, almost as much as the commercial real estate and unrealized losses issues with problems with the banks. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, everybody, let's get to the money.